way. But I checked it out, and it turns out that, yeah, that's actually true. Which was so surprising to me because I had no idea. I figured I was up there, you know, but 3rd place? And if we're gonna be completely truthful here, this channel is technically the largest in Sweden, as neither PewDiePie nor Avicii actually lives in Sweden. And as if that wasn't enough, we're now at 2 million. I don't know if there is an appropriate reaction to this, because these numbers are just incomprehensible. 1 million was unbelievable in itself, and less than a year later, here we are. It's just amazing, and to be honest, I try not to think about it too much. I don't want to care about these numbers. I care about making increasingly better videos, and that's all that matters to me. But of course, a massive thanks to all of you and your support times a million, actually times 2 million. Thank you. Now, as you can tell from the title of this video, I have a rather important decision to make. Do you think I look better in blue or green? Okay, seriously though. As we all know, the name of this channel doesn't make much sense. I moved away from making videos about memes a long time ago, and while the name doesn't really bother me, it would be nice with some consistency. So I was thinking of changing the name of Top 10 Memes to just Let Me Know. I mean, that just makes the most sense to me. That's what I call myself everywhere else, and whenever I see my channel mentioned online, it usually looks like this. And sometimes people just use Let Me Know instead of Top 10 Memes altogether. The reason I won't change it to something like Top 10 Facts is that I plan to make other types of videos in the future. In fact, I'm working on such a video right now, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. But my hope is to branch out a bit and bring some variation to the channel, so I don't want to limit myself by using such a specific name. So let me know what you think about changing the name from Top 10 Memes to Let Me Know. Enough about that, let's answer some questions. What editing software do you use? I recently switched actually from Sony Vegas to Premiere Pro, so that's what I'm using from now on. When you choose a new topic seemingly from the comments on other videos, how do you choose which one to make next? Do you already have an interest or certain knowledge in these topics, or do you prefer to enter a new video fresh and learn with us? That's a good question. I tend to randomly scan through the comments on some of my latest videos quite frequently to see what people are suggesting, and I usually choose a topic based on what I think will be the most interesting. For example, I won't make a video about something just because it's popular. It could be the most popular thing in the world, but if it doesn't have enough substance to cover 10 interesting facts, then it's not gonna happen, as simple as that. I also try to put aside my own opinions about the things I'm covering. For example, I love Rick and Morty, The Witcher and space, and don't really care for football, Apple products or Counter-Strike. That doesn't mean I'll choose one over the other, as I've covered all of these topics and I try to the best of my ability to do so in a fair and equal fashion. Are you going to make a 2015 review video? Of course. Who knows, maybe there's an anniversary of someone getting ghost poked in the balls this time around. If you weren't a YouTuber, what career would you have liked to do / would you have done instead? To be honest, given how difficult it is to get a decent job here in Sweden, I would most likely and realistically be working at a low-level job like McDonald's or something. I have no idea what I want to do besides YouTube. This is truly the most ideal job for me, at least at this point in my life. I just love what I'm doing, it makes me happy. Do you plan on doing something else other than top 10s? Yes, I am actually. While it's really fun to make a bit more silly videos. Cute little cat eyes. Kawaii. Weed whacker because their weed is whack, Joe.
I beg you, give us a butt.
Mine!
Said I God, because he was German apparently. I've always wanted to cover more complicated topics by making longer and more serious videos in a sort of documentary style rather than top 10s. So that's something I'm working on. Do you ever watch any other famous YouTuber? If yes, who? Oh, there's so many. I'm just gonna list a few at the top of my head. Vsauce, CGP Grey, Veritasium, In a Nutshell, How It Should Have Ended, Jontron, Olin Rogers, and just many more, so many more.
And his name is John C.
I got a ton of questions about what other hobbies I have besides YouTube. Well, my biggest hobby besides YouTube is music. I've been making music since 2008, I think. Then I got into video game development about a year ago, so who knows, maybe I'll become an indie developer in a couple of years. I also like to animate stuff, even though I haven't done so for quite a while now. Holy shit.
What is the most stupid thing you have ever done?
The most stupid thing I've ever done got to be the story I told on my second channel about 2 years ago, where me and my friend almost got arrested because we kinda broke into an office building, as we had nothing better to do apparently. We triggered an alarm, and while in the process of filling our pants with bodily waste, we sneaked past a couple of security guards and thus got away. I also got a ton of questions about my music, if I'm gonna make more music. And all I can say is that more music is on the way. Soon.
Just wanted to ask you a quick question. Out of all the videos you've made, which one is your favorite?
My favorite video by far is part 5 of my space videos. Not only is space a topic I greatly enjoy, I think the video ended up the way I imagined it. There's usually some mistake or something I don't like about the video I made, but not with this video. It doesn't happen often. How come you upload every 2 weeks or so? I got a lot of questions about my upload schedule and my upload frequency. It varies a lot, I know. Sometimes it takes a week, sometimes it takes 3 weeks. And it really depends on the topic of the video. For example, the Witcher video took a really long time because I had to get to specific points in this 50 plus hours or so long game to record very specific parts of gameplay. So if there's an Easter egg near the end of the game, I have to play through the entire game to get to that specific point, only to record like 5 seconds of footage. Then you do that like 50 more times and you begin to see why it takes so much time. It was more or less the same case with Undertale. And then you add to that fact that I make videos that are around 12 to 17 minutes long now, while I used to make videos between 5 and 8 minutes. The video about football took almost a month because it was supposed to be a collaboration with another channel. That didn't happen for reasons, so I had to redo the entire video, and thus it took a month instead of 2 weeks. Sometimes it's really difficult to find reliable sources, accurate photos and visuals, and sometimes you realize at the last minute that you made a major mistake and have to take a couple of days to redo something. There are so many things that can eat up so much of your time, and there's always gonna be that struggle between quantity and quality. And while I'm not gonna take like a month between videos, I'm absolutely gonna take my time making the videos I want to make with the least amount of compromise. And I understand that it's frustrating that you have to wait between videos. I know that I feel the same about other channels, but at the same time I really enjoy channels that take their time with their videos. Because then you know that you're waiting for something good, like it's not someone who's just pumping out videos for the sake of making as much money as possible. You have to think of it like this: if I divided a 15-minute video into 3 parts, so 5 minutes each, then I could probably release those 3 videos within a week to like 5 days to a week, something like that. But instead of releasing different parts, I release one large video that's 15 or 17 minutes long. So I'm not really making less content, I'm just releasing them with larger periods in between. But yeah, I've been babbling on for too long now. It takes a lot of time, I realize that, but that's just how I make my videos.
Who's that Pokemon? It's John C.
I got an incredible amount of questions this time, and it would just take too long to answer them all. But I hate to just leave you hanging when you guys show so much support, so I decided to answer almost every single question on Facebook and Twitter. If I haven't done so already, I'm sorry. I'm probably in the process of doing so right now. There was a lot of questions. I think that was everything. I've tried to show my appreciation, I've answered your questions, and I've talked about maybe changing the name of this channel from Top 10 Memes to simply Let Me Know. Så ja, ha det bra så länge, så ses vi i nästa video.